Every 100 years, the forces of good mysteriously start to weaken. Thus, the power of Dracula starts to revive itself. His power grows stronger and stronger every 100 years. Dracula has revived many times? That's incorrect grammar. Dracula has been revived many times. However, his sinister actions have been consistently thwarted by the Belmont family. It's been 100 years since the last confrontation between Dracula and the Belmont family. But now the serenity of Transylvania is being threatened by destructive forces. Just waiting for it to scroll, you know? On a dark and eerie night, Dracula rose from his grave to unleash his destructive power over the countryside. Once again, Simon Belmont is called upon to destroy Dracula. With only his whip and courage, he sets out to restore peace to Transylvania. Is that all? Oh shit, just dropped my controller. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? This is such a cool intro as well. This is just really cool. Oh shit, I forgot to say what I was playing. Super Castlevania 4. So by calling it Super Castlevania 4, you would assume that there is a normal Castlevania 4. There isn't. This is Castlevania 4, but they just put Super in there because it was on the Super Nintendo, I think. I don't really fucking know. But this is one of my favorite games on this system. I genuinely love this one. A lot of fans of Castlevania usually assume, or they usually say that Symphony of the Night's the best one, and it probably is. I actually haven't beat Symphony of the Night yet, so I don't want to say too much. But I've played a lot of it. I've played quite a lot of it. Not to the finish, though. And from what I've played, you know, hey, maybe Symphony of the Night's ending will blow me away or something. From what I've played, I really like Symphony of the Night. It's a great game. That is an awesome game. But I generally just prefer Castlevania 4 ever so slightly. And why the hell do I think that, right? Well, for me, okay, I gotta freaking quiet this. For me, it's generally just because as cool as Castlevania Symphony of the Night's, you know, Metroidvania style, the Vania stands for Castlevania. As much as I think that Metroidvania style is cool, I really do like the game. Like, let it be known. I don't want to say this like I'm criticizing Symphony of the Night because it's awesome and they do a great job with it. But for me, I like the simplicity of Castlevania 4. It's literally, like it said here, it's a man, his whip, and his courage. And that is literally how it is for the player, too. There's not... I mean, you literally just take control of a guy who can move and he can jump and he can whip things. And in every direction, by the way, which is very cool. In this game, you can use your whip in a bunch of different directions. You can whip up, you can whip, you know... you can whip horizontally, you can whip vertically. I'm not going to lie. To this day, I actually mix up... horizontal versus vertical. I'll say the wrong one a lot. You can whip side to side. You can whip below you when you're jumping. Like, that's just awesome. It's a man, his whip, and his courage. And you can get some like special items to throw and stuff. But generally speaking, it's a man, his whip, and his courage. And because of that, in this one, it's so cool because you can do so much with the whip now. And one of my big criticisms with some of the old Castlevania games is that you can only whip in one direction. And wait, well, actually, yeah, no, you can only whip in. I'm pretty sure you can only whip in one direction in some of those older ones, like the NES trilogy. And hey, those are fun. Those are fun, great games, but they are very flawed in my opinion because I think that you get killed. The way you can die is just very cheap in some of those games, and I think that if you die, in a game, you should only lose because, oh my gosh, my game is glitching. I gotta, when I start playing this a little bit, I gotta freaking reset my system. This happens sometimes. What was I gonna say? I don't even remember. Oh, you should never suffer because the game is designed bad. The players never suffer because the game is designed a certain way. When you die in this game, it is nearly always going to be the player's fault, whereas you just gotta get good, kid. You know what I mean? Whereas in some of the older games, there would be so many outside forces like stiff design and the fact that you only whip in one freaking direction and all this other stuff. And I can look past it because I still think the Castlevania NES games, I had fun with them, right? That's really all that matters. I think they're fun. But this one is just the next level of Castlevania. Like, this is just, man, they just nailed it. I really think they nailed it. And also, it's pretty cool because this game makes use of the Super Nintendo's Mode 7, which is the ability to take I think it's called Mode 7, a 2D image and actually rotate it in a bunch of different directions. So, like, there's a level where the chandeliers move like this. Like, it looks very cool. And there's a level where the background is literally just spinning like this, and it looks awesome. Like, seriously, it looks super cool. But yeah, no, Castlevania 4 is a very interesting one because it's interesting because I just think it's awesome. That's pretty much it, yeah. Enough of me blabbing. I think you just want to see some dude play Castlevania 4. Or you want to procrastinate your own goals in life. Don't procrastinate. If you're watching this because you just want to, I got so much stuff to do today, but I want to freaking watch this random guy I'm subscribed to instead. Come on, do your shit. You know what I mean? But if you're all done for the day, or if maybe you're just taking a break from what you need to do, yeah, sure. Yeah, keep watching, I guess. Oh my gosh. And I'm sure by, maybe from, to someone who's never played Castlevania, he may move a little bit stiff. He definitely moves a lot more stiff than, like, Mario moves, but I think because of the game you're playing, it's good that he moves a little bit slower because it was just designed around that. And you can, like, there's so much stuff going on, like, I think it's you have to think about every move you do, and there's a lot of precision involved. So it's not the worst thing that he moves slower. I think if Mario moved slower in his game, it would just be a boring-ass game. But again, music. Hold on. Oh, those are on the other side. I can't whip those. Look at that. Boom. Downward whipping. I love this game, man. I really do. It's not perfect, again, sometimes enemies will throw things at you quickly, and just because the character moves slow, you have very little time to get out of the way, but it doesn't bother me that much. I still think this game is awesome. But yeah, maybe I was saying in the video that there's no cheap deaths in this game. I still think that there are cheap deaths, but it's not enough to make you actually like the game any less. Does that make sense? I'm asking you like you can freaking respond right now. No, but seriously, I think that makes sense. Oh my gosh. Look at this. That's cool. Also, rule of thumb for Castlevania games, I always found it super weird. Oh, never mind. Walking down the stairs, because you have to angle it at you have to be in a very specific spot, and then in some of the games, you gotta like angle the D-pad in a very weird downward way. But in this one, it's fine, it works. But yeah, one thing, if you try to jump on the staircase, you can't do it, which I always thought that was a little odd, but Based on the way the game's designed, I understand why they did that. Yeah, it's understandable. Again, a lot of these things I'm criticizing are like, this game is just awesome to me. I don't even care. Boom. Now we're outside in the freaking forest. Oh, dude, I freaking hate these little horses. Horse heads. I don't want to cuss too much. It's freaking YouTube. Oh, that's the freaking time. This is a good. Okay. Something about Castlevania that I think every fan universally hates are these freaking Medusa heads. They move so much faster than the player is physically capable of moving. So it's incredibly difficult to avoid them. Unless you're like a seasoned Castlevania player. Freaking hate those things. Well, actually, hate's a strong word. You shouldn't hate anyone or anything. I don't think it was a good idea, you know? Oh yeah, if you hold the whip button, you can actually twirl the whip around. Which that's an awesome feature, only in Castlevania 4. Well, at least I think it's only in 4. Maybe they put it in one of the other ones, I can't really remember. Chicken. Oh, it's a turkey stick, or a turkey drumstick. Turkey stick, what the hell am I talking about? Whatever. I was about to act like a fool, but I forgot I live in a dormitory with people this way and that way. So I gotta freaking keep my composure because I also don't want to wake anyone up. A little more of an early riser myself. It's not mouth breathing. It's bad. Can't be mouth breathing. Oh, these little freaking bastards are awful as well. Ooh, my whip was long enough. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this little thing, this little asshole. Whatever the fuck you're riding on, whatever that thing is. Little bastard. I already killed him. Oh shit. I played this one a few times. Oh, I gotta take a drink. Yeah, drinking whole milk straight from the carton. We've gotten to that point. You gotta get your protein in somehow, you know. I know whole milk's not super healthy, but for me, I really have no excuse. I should be drinking maybe 2%, or like 1% because those are healthier. But whole milk tastes pretty freaking yummy, so I gotta go with whole milk. Spiders, little spiders. Little freaking. This level, get the fuck off. This level is pretty freaking. Oh my gosh, I gotta watch out for those. This level's always was pretty freaking cool. I like the music a lot. Oh, these little hamster things. I don't know if these can be killed, actually. Oh, they can, yes. There's this one enemy in one of these levels that you can't kill it with a whip or at all, actually. And you pretty much just, all you can do is avoid them. These hearts, the hearts are, that's like the points you can use to, every time you use your little special item up there, you use one of those hearts up. Money. Money. I like money. I had to freaking fix my posture a little bit. Damn it. Get out of here. This little freaking shit. One thing I don't like about it, sometimes you get overwhelmed, you know what I mean? In Castlevania, just shit just overwhelms you, you know? Ooh, this part. I gotta lock in for this. Oh, the crows. Oh my gosh. The crows are the worst. The freaking crows are the worst, dude. They're freaking terrible. Oh my gosh. Get the freaking heck out of here. I actually came right back to my dorm from the gym. Good little Saturday morning lift. Hit chest. I was benching a bit lighter than normal because I forgot to eat before, so I was a bit disappointed. It's not good to be disappointed when you don't hit, you know, as heavy as normal that one day. I mean, if it's a trend, if you're just getting weaker, you probably should do something about it. But once in a blue moon, you're just not going to feel as strong. What are you going to do, right? But yeah, I was benching like a bit lighter than normal, and I was just like, ugh. So I was walking back like, ugh, feeling all freaking dreary. But hey, I went. It's important. I went and I tried. That's the thing. It's like okay, gotta get philosophical for a second. I'm freaking whatever. The only thing worse than failing is never trying in the first place. That is the true failure. But if you tried and you failed, I don't think you really failed because you tried. At least I think so. This is a video about Castlevania 4. I'm out of milk. Damn it. Alright, let's freaking play. Oh, these little frogs are the worst. Get out of here, little freaking crow. Can I step on these? Oh my gosh, what? See, for a new player, that would be a very bad misconception. You would think that you might be able to stand on that tile, but it's actually just in the background. It's not in the foreground, if you will. Get over here, you freaking crow. Get the freaking heck over here, you freaking little crow. Whatever. Little freaking frog. Little frogs are bastards. Oh, nice. Can't step on these. Okay. I could use that. Please and thank you. Oh my gosh, turkey drumstick. Or, I don't know if it's chicken or turkey. I actually have no idea, but I think it's a turkey drumstick. Also, my thing is, where the hell are they getting turkey drumsticks? You're coming out of the ground practically. I mean, hey, as someone who likes to lift, if turkey drumsticks came out of the ground for free and they were, you know, warm and ready to eat, let's just say my bench would be quite a bit heavier. Food does cost money. Oh my gosh, freaking Medusa. I hate this boss. Actually, no, you can't hate anything. Hate's a strong word. But I very much dislike this boss. Oh, nice. It's freaking the worst thing ever. And I'm not even done with level 2. Each level in Castlevania is a pretty freaking... It's just giant, you know what I mean? Giant. A giant, I tell you. What the freaking heck? Oh, my back, my posture's all messed up trying to freaking play Castlevania. This little bastard. I like this theme a lot. Oh, freaking my back's posture's terrible. Gotta get a better whip than axe. Okay, I can't even talk anymore. I'm trying to lock in and finish this. Lock into this freaking level. I forgot those things kill you with one hit. I'm continuing. Oh my gosh, we gotta start at the... I just churned out that level because I kind of didn't want to, like, you know, waste too much of your time playing through that level again. So I kind of just paused the video, churned it out, and now we're on level 3. I don't know how much longer I'll play, but I wanted to show a little bit of this level, you know. But yeah, I just like so much about this game. I think that all of the all of the levels that you go to are very interesting and have their own, it's not even a gimmick, their own unique attributes. It's so freaking cool. These little bastards break off into two. It's kind of like the big Goomba in Mario. When you step on it, it splits into two of them. Two normal-sized Goombas. Oh my gosh. Oh my freaking gosh. Ah! Took the first word I said in a couple minutes. You got me. If even I'm not yapping, like, you know, there's something to be focused on. But no, seriously, if I yap too much, I'm just gonna freaking not beat this level. I like those little things. It's kind of like kind of like an icicle in Mario, or like it's kind of like the thwomps. But the thing about the thwomps is when they come down, they go back up. Those things don't. Oh my gosh. This is one of my favorite parts of the game. This is just so cool. I love the piano music. Waterfalls coming down. Oh, one thing about Castlevania 4, this might be a technical limitation thing. I don't know if I love this. This is also in some of the older ones. When you're playing in one of the stages that the camera pans upward as you climb up something, it doesn't go back down, meaning that, and I think this might be a thing in some of the Mario games too, actually, now that I think about it. So let's say I'm up here, right? Obviously below here there are some like places to stand on in theory, but since the camera's panned up, if I try to go back down, I just die, which Boring. I think that's kind of boring. But if it's a technical limitation thing, I do understand. But it's worth noting, I've never loved that kind of design. I think it's kind of dumb. Why do you think this is why do you not like this? Because it's dumb. Gave probably no explanation why. I just think it's a sort of unfair thing. I mean, I don't want to say it's unfair. I mean, I get why they did it, I guess, but... Oh, I forgot that. Freaking... Freaking locked in. You know what? That's my cue. I think it's possible, you know, maybe one day I'll make more videos about Castlevania, but I don't want to say this is a for sure thing because that'd be freaking disingenuous. So I don't think I'm gonna say that. Like it's for sure gonna make more videos on Castlevania, but I mean it's likely. If I keep doing this for a while, I think it's likely because there are a lot of Castlevania games, and I do think it's a good franchise. But yeah, no, it's I also think it's cool because a lot of the game's lore derives from like actual like Halloween, like a lot of vampire movies and stuff like that. Like there's Holy Water. There's a lot of references to vampire actual vampire movies and like lore about vampires. And interestingly enough, the story. So this game, Castlevania 4. It tells the same story that Castlevania 1 does. It's not a remake because it's a completely different game. It's a retelling, if that makes sense. Because all the levels are completely different. It's a completely different game. Specifically just story-wise, though, it's telling the same story. Kind of like when you play a Mario game and it's like just like the same shit. But no, this one isn't telling the same story over and over again. It's actually telling the same exact story that the first one did, and it's like takes place at the exact same time and stuff like that. Yeah, obviously I like this one more than Castlevania 1, but you know, Castlevania 1's it's a fun classic, and you know, beyond all of its flaws, it's still definitely worth your time. This one's worth your time a bit more though. Castlevania 4, I would recommend it. What time is it? I'm screwed. I have so much homework this weekend. I probably have like 11 or 12 assignments this weekend. It's kind of my fault because let's just say some things were done late, but I guess we'll make it happen. All right. With the power of love and friendship, you can do anything or something. I'm going to go do my homework. The power of love and friendship. You can do anything. I got to say it with more emphasis.